I keep fighting voices in my mind that say I'm not enough.
Okay, so I have very good news for you, and I also have very bad news for you. If you haven't put it together yet, this is a voiceover. This is not at all lined up with the video that you're currently watching. Anyways, the good news is that I'm feeling much, much, much better today, as is Bethany. The bad news is, however, for some godforsaken reason, we have zero audio on 100% of the video clips we took today. I can't make this stuff up. I don't know how it happens. We've had actually nothing. Oh, hey, look, there's my breakfast. It was a couple hash browns with guacamole or whatever you call it, avocado with the seasonings and stuff. Yeah, it was pretty good. Anyways, we've had nothing but issues ever since we started this Veganuary challenge. Obviously, we both started out sick. The whole concept of time has been tough. Technology issues with our own computer that we typically use. I'm actually at my place of work right now. I'm at the church doing these edits. There's a pot of coffee. I could go for that right now. So we're just going to watch and pretend we know what Bethany's... What the heck? Okay, so yeah, there's that.
Every single lie that tells me I will never measure up.
So for lunch, Bethany prepared me a vegan dish, of course. This is just some roasted kale, sun-dried tomatoes, cucumber, garbanzo beans, dollop of hummus, some quinoa, and then that's a piece of toast with, it's got tomato paste, garbanzo beans, and crushed red pepper on top. So it was pretty good, very hearty. And I will say these vegan meals, I don't know. This looks pretty good. Maybe not so much the toast, in my opinion, but they are very delicious, very well balanced, and I don't feel gross after. I don't feel like super stuffed or super full at all. And they're so tasty. So I do enjoy that. So this is my lunch that I had, and then I went into a Zwift workout. And I want to tell you the backstory of how this whole Veganuary challenge kind of came about. It starts with a YouTuber named Tyler Pierce, or the Vegan Cyclist. He does this. This is his second year. He's done Train Like a Pro challenge, a daily vlog where he trains like a pro and shows his training, shows his daily life, has a talking point every day. And it's so awesome to see like the inside view of this dude's life, and he's, to me, just so inspiring. All the bike rides he's done, all these races he's done, all these sweet videos that he's able to make, all while being a good dad, a great husband, works full-time, yada, 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 this, that, the other thing. The dude is, I'm just so inspired by him. So I wanted to make a video quite similar to him, or a series quite similar to his, and kind of share in that inspiration as well. One of the reasons why I'm so inspired by him, not only as a cyclist, but also as a YouTuber, is he's not afraid to fail, and he's not afraid to share the stories of his failures as well. Here we are with one of my giant failures of somehow having no audio and having to do a voiceover late at night, but whatever. So again, thank the Vegan Cyclist that I'm even able to put up this day of my Veganuary challenge, and I view it as one epic failure, but you know what, I still did it. You see me on the bike there, so we're going with it. So go ahead and tag the Vegan Cyclist in the comments below, let him know I love him, and that I think he's one of the coolest dudes on the planet. In other news, the inspiration is actually multifaceted, to be honest. I'm doing this book study with my dad and my brothers. We're reading this book together called Play the Man by Mark Batterson, one of those like Christian masculinity kind of books, and I'm loving it. I'm really enjoying it. Throughout the book, he highlights these virtues of manhood, and one of them is true grit. And he says it's resilience in the face of rejection, fortitude in the face of fear. It's a no guts, no glory approach to life, even in the face of impossible odds. And I just love this. And he goes on to talk about doing things that you don't really stand a chance at, doing things that are going to be ridiculously hard, doing things that scare you in a sense. And he talks about a couple different kinds of strength. He introduces a new kind of strength that I had never heard of before, coming from a Hebrew word called kabosh. He says, when you go to the gym, you are subduing your body. Whether it's the bench press or the leg press, you're making those weights submit to your muscles. The same is true of running a marathon or rowing a river. At its core, kibosh is pushing the limits of what you're capable of. That's how you discover new capacities within yourself. It's also how you come alive in new ways, and I loved that. I thought that was the coolest thing. It sounded like an excellent challenge to me. The book goes on to say, we are called to conquer. In fact, we are more than conquerors through Christ. Of course, the hardest thing to conquer isn't nature, it's human nature. So here's where the second part of the challenge comes in. I know I can ride a bike every day for a month. That's not a challenge to me at all. That's enjoyable. I love that kind of stuff. The challenge to me is that I love convenience. I love when things come so easily to me and are so easily accessible to me. Making videos every day, doing these edits every day, following a brand new set of dietary restrictions that are new to me is going to be very difficult. Doing that for 30 days straight, that sounds so impossible to me. So I really want to challenge myself with it because I want to work on the strength of kibosh, as the book mentioned. I want to subdue even my diet and my physical athleticism, my workouts, and my diet as well. I don't want to go for this easy enough or good enough or whatever I can do just to get by, but I want to subdue it. I want to overcome it and be over it and work on that discipline, which is why I'm doing this for 30 days instead of just a couple times a week. And so I brought it up to Bethany, and she loved the idea of it. But dude, she is so supportive of me. It's incredible. I did my first ever crit race earlier this year. It was a total circus, 39 degrees, pouring rain, and she stood outside the whole time, cheering my name, taking pictures and videos. Like I could bring up to her like, hey, I want to eat 15 pounds of 18 different kinds of meats every day for January and do 1 billion push-ups every day. And she would totally be all for it and for me doing it. And she would help me do it all along the way. She is so incredibly supportive. I don't deserve it one bit. But because we're doing it vegan, dude, she's all on board with it. And that's why she's like cooking me all these meals, making me these smoothies. She looks so good doing it. She's having fun with it. And we're just having a blast together. That wraps up Veganuary Day 4 and the origin story of it, and where we got the inspiration. Guys, please say a prayer for us and all of our gadgets and gizmos that we get the show going again. Thanks, and we'll see you tomorrow.